I've always been a night owl. The kind who relishes the solitude of the early hours when the world is asleep. My apartment, on the outskirts of the city, was the perfect sanctuary, quiet, isolated, and surrounded by dense woods. But tonight, something feels wrong. The air is heavier than usual, oppressive in a way that makes it hard to breathe. It started with the light in my kitchen flickering. At first, I thought it was the bulb dying. I grabbed a step stool and twisted the bulb out. It looked fine. No burn marks, no cracks. I screwed it back in, but the flickering didn't stop. I let out an annoyed sigh, figuring it was just faulty wiring. But as I stepped down, I caught a glimpse of something in the corner of my eye. The reflection in the kitchen window wasn't mine. I froze, my breath catching in my throat. The figure in the glass stood where I was, but its face wasn't my face. It was pale, almost translucent, and its eyes were pure black, like pools of ink. It smiled at me, a crooked grin that stretched too far across its face. I whipped around, expecting to see someone standing behind me. But the kitchen was empty. My heart thundered in my chest. And I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. I tried to laugh it off. "It's just your imagination," I muttered to myself. But my voice sounded hollow, even to my own ears. I decided to leave the kitchen. But as I turned toward the hallway, I heard it, a soft, shuffling noise coming from the living room. Every instinct screamed at me to run, but I forced myself to move toward the sound. The lights in the living room were off, casting the room in a deep shadow. As I stepped in, I noticed something odd. The shadows didn't seem to align with the furniture. They were moving, twisting, and writhing like they had a life of their own. "Who's there?" I called out, trying to sound braver than I felt. No answer. Just the whispering shuffle of the shadows. I stepped closer, squinting to make sense of the shapes. That's when I saw it.